Warning, this video may contain graphic content such as sexual scenes, violence, gore, boobies, and the rest of the fun stuff. Unfortunately, YouTube won't allow that, so we'll try what we can. Please be over 18 to view this video, and don't say we didn't warn you.
Endlessly searching for an original sin.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Death Mark. Let's see. We're not going down that trail again. No sirree, Bob. This weird wooden box probably used to contain a beehive. I carefully approach it, but I don't see any bees. I open the box up and find a metal tool inside. Got crowbar. Huh? What's this doing here? Why not grab it? And now we're suddenly playing Half-Life, the Japanese version. Let's, another marker? You know what? I'll come back to that. Right, okay. I turned myself around that time. So, there's a good thing there's a map. So I love the art style of this game, and just the game in general. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. Each chapter is a lot more fun. So we have a crowbar. Let's use a tool. So once again, like I said, I'm using my controller for this entire chapter. I take out the crowbar and shove it under the lid of the box. I put pressure on it, using it as a lever. The toolbox pops open. I got a sprayer. Now I can use a variety of drugs. Manipulators will themselves be manipulated. What's that thing? This sudden voice makes me jump, but I shake it off and turn toward him. It's a tool that sprays chemicals and pesticides. You put the container of drugs in here, and then do this. I quickly demonstrate how it works. Xiao scratches his head, his brow furrowed. You sure know a lot, old man. I'll let you handle it then. And now I'm suddenly in charge of it. When I want to spray a drug, I'll have to choose which drug to use. But is this thing really that hard to figure out? I've never seen it before either, but I still knew how to use it right away. New info has been added to the spirit file. Obtained a sprayer. Woo! Well, we did see a beehive. That's not what I'm looking for. I really do wish this game had a bit better of, whoop, wrong way. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to actually go and hit a save. Because better to be safe than sorry right now. I'm gonna keep the kid with me. It's interesting to see the Mark Bearers with us. Let's keep going straight. Now let's see. Those look like combined. Oh, I know how we have to do this. Huh. Thought maybe you could use it there. There was another pathway, wasn't there? that we didn't even look at. I step into the empty clearing. The air is filled with buzzing of bees. There appears to be a giant beehive here. It probably wouldn't be wise to keep going without doing something about them first. Oh yeah, there's that. I take out the sprayer and hold it in one hand. I should be able to use this to spray drugs. Let's make sure there's nothing around first. In the shadows. No? I have no idea how far this sprayer can reach, but the hive's not too high up. I should be able to reach it. I take out the night-night and put it in the sprayer. I take careful aim and spray the drug. The bees' movements get slower. Eventually, the hive falls completely silent. Used up the bottle of night-night. I've silenced every hive in this area. Now we can pass through.
Yeah, all right. Haha, way to go, old man. You got this.
What?
Did you hear that? That's some kind of animal.
I heard it. It sounds familiar. Turning around, I wonder if it's... And yep, that rabbit's hopped in front of me.
A bunny?
The rabbit stares at us completely still. It's almost like it's waiting for us to follow. Hey, wait up! The next thing I know, I'm rushing after it.
Hey, where do you think you're going, old man?
That rabbit was at H Elementary. Showed up and guided us when we were in trouble. That's not some normal rabbit. It's definitely acting with intent. At last, the rabbit guides me to an old Shinto torii gate. There's a shrine here? The rabbit looks back at me. Then, soundlessly, it turns from the gate and hops into the bushes nearby.
Hey, old man! Don't mess with me like that. You're nuts running off like that. The hell's with that bunny anyway?
Something bothering me about it. I lost sight of it here, though. Just then, from out of the darkness, a huge swarm of bees descend on us. Those look more like wasps.
Shit! Watch out, there's bees everywhere. Damn, we gotta get out of here.
Shao pulls my arm and we stumble back to the earlier crossroad. New info added to Spirit File. Mysterious shrine. Wow, that could have gone better. Well, we have several directions we can go now. If we go back. Let's head to the left. There's a leaning Jizo statue. Hopefully I said that right. It's noticeably dirty, as if someone hasn't been looking after it, and moss is growing on its back. I pat around the Jizo statue to search it, and there's a strange texture on its moss-covered back. When I brush it away, the moss, I find a yellow paper stuck to the statue. Found a worn-out talisman. Sweet, we're gonna need that this chapter, I bet. Nice. Looks like there's an eye there. It's some sliding wooden doors. There's a small crack between the doors. I can only imagine that creature that creates a bad draft. The sliding doors won't open. They seem to be locked. Well, I mean, we have a key. I take out the crowbar and jam it between the doors.
Yeah, do it. It's the fastest way.
but I can't break the lock. I throw my body weight behind the crowbar 2 or 3 times, then there's a sound of metal breaking.
What?
The crowbar snaps completely into 2 pieces. Lost crowbar and got broken crowbar.
Too much force, old man. At least the lock got busted too. Good. Hurry up and look inside.
You're coming with me.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
You overdid it, man. The door's a mess. You made it even harder to open now.
I pushed the door open and stepped inside, only to run into something. Stop! Don't come any closer. Yeah, I know what voice you're getting. If you come any closer, I'll sue. If you come any closer, I'll sue. A woman has backed up into a defensive stance. I'm a black belt in Taekwondo. If you try anything, I'll...
Shut up, old lady.
Old? At Zhao's roar, the woman shrieks, then falls silent, wide-eyed. It's incredibly rude, but honestly, I'm grateful. We wait for the woman to calm down before asking what she's doing here. Forgive me, it was all a misunderstanding on my part. I'm Christy Otamura, freelance news anchor, though I haven't done much recently.
Wait, I've seen you. You're that woman that was in the news. Wow, it's really true. Celebrities are more beautiful in person.
Cut that out. This isn't the time for flattery. She says that, but she doesn't sound that upset. She seems to love being complimented. Anyway, what are you doing out here? Her expression clouds over. Well, Zhao huffs at me.
Shh, you really have to ask. You lost your tact in your old age.
Masao Kimura's face comes to mind. That's right, this place is. I was going to die. Yes, I know full well just how stupid that is, but sometimes that's the only choice you have left. I should have known better. Such a thoughtless question passed my lip. Wish I could blame the mark for this.
Oh yeah, I heard something about you fooling around with another celebrity. Not that I care about that stuff.
That's why I came out here, so I wouldn't cause trouble for anyone. At the very end, I thought about calling someone, but couldn't, so I made up my mind. But then, in the forest, I have a bad feeling about this. What was in the forest? A huge man with an extremely huge man. A huge man, an extremely huge man. No, actually, I'm not sure if he was really human or not, but I saw a figure like that. Then I suddenly got scared. So I ran into this cottage. I'm here to kill myself, and I just run from danger. I'm a riot. What's wrong? You two aren't saying anything.
That's the same as what I...
Yeah. Christy must have seen Shimmy O, which means she must also... Have you gotten any weird scar recently? One that stings every now and then? I know the answer just from her reaction. How'd you know? I only just noticed it myself. There's a strange bite mark on my palm. This is crazy. Someone receives the mark when they're already planning suicide. The height of irony.
Hey, old man, what are we supposed to do now? That lady came to off herself, you know? Is there any point in helping her?
Help me! I'm not going to kill myself anymore, I swear. So please, I'm terrified of him. Her eyes are serious. She must mean what she says. It might only be a temporary change of heart, but... Alright, we'll help you. Our home base is Kyojo Mansion. We need to go.
Stop messing around with the flashlight, old man.
What's happening?
Or what's happening?
The light won't turn on. This has happened before, but back then... I got it to go back on right away. But this time, it's not working. Ah! Oh, what was that?
A noise from behind the cottage? Is something there?
Shit, it's no use. I give up the flashlight and stuff it in my bag. But what's the plan now? Do we bunk down in this cottage? We can't even lock up. Or we have to run out of the forest.
Are you insane?
Staying here would be suicide. This place is strangely clean. That means someone is coming here.
You mean he comes here?
Let's go. We walked all the way here. We should know how to get back. You're seriously going? Are you mad? Sorry, but we're out of time. Stay here if you want. I won't stop you. We step into the pitch blackness. Damn it, I can hardly see. Anyway, we need to go straight back to the entrance with no detours. We've got no idea where he could be waiting for us. The words leave me in a rush. If I hadn't spit them out, I'd never finish. My voice is starting to shake too much. New info added to spirit file. Mark bearer in the cottage. We'll actually be looking at the spirit files eventually. Oh, we're at a fork already. Which way? Where do we go? I think east. We came the east. Okay.
Yeah. Don't yell, old lady.
Yeah. Something's coming closer. We need to get out of here fast. Cut through the bush and went down the trail. Another fork. Which way this time?
South. It's south.
The exit should be straight ahead from there. Quiet. Something passing through the bush right by us.
Shit. Is he following us?
Even if he is, we have to keep going.
This is nuts. There's no way we can just stand around anymore. Right, let's go.
I think I'm going the right way now. Wait a second. Christy suddenly stops. What's wrong? Someone's coming. I'm telling you, someone's coming. Out from the darkness jumps Mashita? So, this is where you were. You're closer than I thought. Wait, why are you here? Had a bad feeling, so I grabbed a car and made my way here. Looks like you're in a rough spot. You can say that again. Anyway, we're on our way back. Good plan. Mashita glances over at Christy.
Run now, explain later. We gotta get out of here.
We reach the entrance safe and sound. The creepy murderer on the arch is such a familiar sight right now. Alright, if we made it this far, then we must be...
Yeah, it's all good now.
Christy doesn't move. She looks worried, staring off at the forest entrance. What's wrong? Huh? Oh. Over there. Doesn't it look like someone's there? She looks at a picnic table hiding in the gloom next to the gate. I gaze My gaze is drawn over, as if by magnets. What is that?
No!
The scene before me is strange. There's a huge misshapen man with bees crawling all over his face. My eyes fixated on his mouth. He looks like he's laughing. My heart thunders painfully when I catch a glimpse at the limp figure sitting beside him. It's him, that man. He was going to commit suicide. Masao Kimura. It's definitely him. Control those that are different and exercise. That strange voice echoes in my head again. My vision warps. He's dead. Kimura's dead. When? Why is he on that bench? My legs give out, and when I finally focus enough, I find myself kneeling on the ground.
Old man, keep it together. It's still okay. He hasn't seen us.
We have to escape while we can. Christy's completely out of it. She won't move an inch unless someone drags her. Let's go. We're going to the parking lot quietly. Shao, you bring her. You got it. Come on, Mashita, let's go. Mashita? He's gone. Huh? Took my eyes off him for 2 seconds, and he's not by the bench anymore. He disappeared. The machine growls, and the undergrowth near us rustles. Gah!
He's right there. Run!
Mashita, run! Mashita yells, scrambling away. A hollow bang rings out from behind me. A gunshot? It must be Mashita. I had no idea he had a gun. I dive head first into the car, slamming my head accidentally into the steering wheel. Mashita tumbles into the passenger seat last. You didn't tell me you had a gun. Why would I tell you? No time to talk now, just hit the gas. I'm trying. The engine won't start. Shit.
Old man, what are you doing?
Mashita looks through the front windshield at the figure approaching. Hurry it up, he's coming. Shoot it.
Shoot it! Shoot the fucking thing!
Christy cowers in the back seat, her head in her hands. Please, God. Something bumps into the hood of the car, and the whole vehicle rocks violently. But then, it turned on.
Let's go! Let's get the hell out of here!
Tires squealing, we race out of the parking lot. Miko does not like the B-man. An unspeakable sense of relief fills the car. If feeling truly alive is a real sensation, then it most definitely feels like this. The greatest irony is that the only time you can truly feel alive is when you have the brush with death. No one speaks for a while. We're all soaking in that feeling. It's only after we left the mountain and reached buildings again that I feel like talking. Still, I glance through the rearview mirror and then at the passenger seat. Both Mashita and Shao are looking out their windows. Was it really okay for you to come here? If Mary finds out? Obviously, I came with her permission. Mashita immediately retorts. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have come.
I get it. Mary must have also guessed that we were in danger. So what happened to that explanation?
Who's that woman behind us?
Oh, right. I tell him everything I know so far about Christy Aramora. She offers up some details as well. The moment her background comes to light, Mashita smiles coldly.
Aramora? Right. Now that you mention it, I do remember you. You were fired over that scandal. You... Why, I never...
Should I be disgusted or amazed at his rudeness?
But these scars y'all have... what are they called?
Marks.
Thanks. So y'all have these marks? What happens when you have one?
Well, Mashita butts in from the passenger seat.
You die within a few days. Suffering from something like amnesia. You zone out and your brain takes a vacation. It all happened to me.
Xiao scoffs. Shh, you talk like it's someone else's problem. Xiao, Mashita didn't mean it like that. You can only be blunt when discussing this. Doesn't look like Xiao will buy that excuse, though.
Guess it really is not your problem.
After all, you don't have a mark anymore.
Huh?
Huh? What's he talking about? Oh, well, you see, Mashita has already lost Hanahiko's mark. He's free now, so there's no good reason for him to be here with us, but... You're putting yourself in danger for the truth. I can't believe it. You're like a saint. Chrissy's exaggerated compliment is drowned out by Mashita's sardonic laugh.
Huh, it's nothing that noble. But thanks to that, I've learned the thing I most wanted to know.
And what's that?
When and how people get the mark. The first time I was oblivious, but this time I was aware of it.
Mashita, you don't mean... He gives me his usual crooked grin and shows me his wrist. Sure enough, his skin is blemished by a scar that looks like a spirit's bite mark. Xiao cries out, a look of horror on his face.
Come on, no way! Did you seriously do that? Man, give it up already. It's someone else's problem, right? So just shut it.
Man, just shut it.
I have to give up on voicing. Mashita, could I say something?
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. You never told me you had a gun.
Oh, that.
He laughs scornfully and shoves a paper bag into my hands. I open the bag and find a revolver-style handgun at the bottom.
If you want it, take it.
That's not why I... Mashita keeps on talking without stopping to hear what I have to say.
It's loaded with 5 bullets. You can hang on to it. But promise me.
Promise you what?
Don't use it on anything other than a spirit. Not that there's any proof that it'll work on them.
Of course.
Have any experience with guns?
There's no way I would. To be fair, I don't really know. But at the very least, right now, I'm not getting that feeling that I could handle a gun.
Oh, only use it under extreme stress. With no experience, you won't hit your mark. Well, whatever. If I'm there, just leave the shooting to me. You can face the spirit some other way.
Yeah, that's how it was at H Elementary too.
And for God's sake, keep it hidden. Gun possession gets you 3 years penal labor. I'd get hit with 1 to 10 myself just for giving it to you. And shooting a single bullet would get you more than 3 years, if not a life sentence.
So you're telling me not to use it?
No, I'm just telling you that if it's restricted that badly by the law, it's got that kind of power.
Got handgun. Mark color grows more vivid. Early dawn, a few more hours until death closes in. Welcome home, Lord Anon. You as well, Lord Shao. It appears that a woman with you is also a mark bearer. We introduce Christy, and then Mary proceeds to fill her in on everything. The mark after your life memory loss, and the spirit who cursed them into the living. Christy accepts her new reality surprisingly quickly. Guess it's only natural after what she saw in the forest. I then update Mary on what we found. I see. What the close call for you? I can hear relief in her voice. But why did she let Mashita go? If you must know, after you left, Lord Mashita insisted on traveling to the forest as well. Her eyes flicker over to Mashita. I'm not one to just sit around. Mashita shrugs nonchalantly. It was quite the issue. A selfish attitude like that could get all of you mark bearers killed. I normally would have refused. Did something happen? No. I admit I had a foreboding feeling. I sensed danger was closing in on you, Lord Anon. So he went, an emergency measure. Lord Mashita, please know that I will not allow such a thing a second time. Her cold voice is icier than usual. Mashita is so hard-headed, I wonder if she's actually getting through to him at all. Now, for what you have told me, you are positive that it was Shimi-O who gave Lord Shao his mark?
Yeah, that ugly monster is definitely the huge man I saw that time.
The fact that I have a mark too now proves it. Mashita rubs his wrist, smirking. So what exactly are you planning? Don't tell me you're seriously thinking of fighting that thing. There's no way you'd win. You're completely mad if you think you can.
She's right. A certain someone's awesome bullets didn't even scratch it. We need a tank or something to beat that thing.
Shh. The room falls silent. I'm sure all of us were thinking what we saw back in the forest. There's no way we can do anything about a monster like that. We have to leave it to the police. You honestly believe they'll do something? Go and make a suicide pact with that naive thinking, but leave me out of it. What? How dare you?
Yo, boss. All this high and mighty talk coming from you, that means you've got an idea how to beat it?
How the hell would I know that? But I'm willing to risk my life to find one. His shout is hoarse. He's probably uneasy. Christy shivers. Shao just glares at Mashita. An awkward silence falls again. We're wasting time. We've got to do something, but... Let's see. I'm going to take charge. I need to force everyone into action. We can think about what we need to do while we're walking around. I'm going back to the forest. I want to learn more about Shimi-O. I could use some help.
You say that, but no way we can find a needle in a haystack. We gotta have a clue first.
Then, why don't we check out the bee farm that's north of the 8 Shrine? My reports say several people have seen Shimi-O there. Hardly anyone ever goes there now, with the weird events in the forest. Why is a bee farm up there? A cult called Honeybee family used to live on the land. No one's there anymore, though.
How come?
They committed mass suicide. A mass suicide in the woods. I've heard about that somewhere. Mashita might have mentioned something similar before we entered the forest. The tabloids and gossip shows ate it up 5 years ago. They never reveal the details, though, so the public doesn't know.
Oh yeah, I remember that. But my club took up all my time back then, so I don't know much.
You seem to know quite a bit about the forest, Christian Automora. Read up on it to find a primo spot. Don't be an ass. I was put in charge of the report, so I did my research. Honeybee family is the very insular and secretive. I heard the mass suicide end was all the members following that leader. New channels chalked it up to their discontent with modern society. What happened to the leader? Rumor says it was also suicide, though I saw an old picture of him and he was huge, obese man. Suddenly everyone is holding their breath. No doubt we're picturing the same thing. A monster at the forest's entrance.
The dead guy's come back to life? We're gonna go to a place with a zombie? That's totally insane.
It's just like the rumors say, that the forest is cursed. There's no way I could just stand there. The voice of a suicide victim surrounded me.
Shut the hell up, hag. No more words out of those lip flaps.
But now it's not only the forest that's cursed. I failed to kill myself, and now I'm at this mansion. I'm cursed too. And so are all of you. Her mutters of a dark edge. If Shimmy O is somehow connected to Honey Bee family, then the key to destroying his grudge is going to be there.
Alright. What are you gonna do, old lady? You still wanna die?
I'm considering it, but I'll help you guys while I settle my decision. I'll pass on monster fighting. Well, you'll help, I'm shocked. If you leave your mark alone, you won't need to hike back out there. Well, I hate owing strangers, especially pushy guys like you. They're gonna end up together. She seems grateful that we saved her. There's no reason to refuse her help. We need as much as we can get. The night is drawing to a close. The key to escaping the mark does seem to lie within the forest. Lady Christie has said Shimmy O was often seen in the bee farm. It may hold a connection to him. Good luck. New info added to the spirit file. Temporary retreat. So, things are getting more interesting in this chapter. And I'll see you guys next time to find out if we can beat that monster. See you then.